Eddie Van Meter in 23, Larry Harmon in 17, and it's Mike Gregg in 33. There is the number 16, and a lot riding on this one here tonight as Rocket Roger Vincent. If he can pull off a win, our lucky winners here tonight, friends of Sid's Racing Collectible and courtesy of Sid's Racing Collectibles, they're going to get $100 in cash here tonight if that number 16 can win.
All right, you got them there. I left the remote mic if you want to turn it off. I'm going to go down and make sure the field people are ready to roll victory lane. You don't try to do victory lane interviews, do you?
No, don't try.
Okay, so I'm leaving the mic for you. You can play with them while I get them done.
What's the $100?
You got the $100. Don't even look at me like that, boy.
Raymond Johnson in car number 69, who scored a upset victory over Mike St. John in the season opener last year here at Louisville Speedway. And then alongside of him, the number 15 of Dwayne Lee. And then it's a Rich Fenwick in 5, the number 94, Fred Bear Jr., the number 47, Jerry O'Leary, 44, Jerry Brown, 21, James Taylor. And then alongside of him, as they move out of turn 2, there's Tom Winters in 88, the 21 there as well, and the 88 of Jerry Bronner. Press box. Out of turn number 2 through the intersection in the opening laps, and it's Charles Coles in the number 71 out front. Eddie Van Meter in the 23. There's Rocket Roger Vincent. He's at 4th spot now as they race out of turn number 2. Mike Gregg in the number 33 there in 3rd position. Doug. Doug Gregg in the number 33 now, moving in behind Eddie Van Meter in the number 23 as they race out of turn number 2. Over to turn 4, Charles Coles continues to lead. Eddie Van Meter in 2nd. Doug Gregg goes 3rd. Roger Vincent in 4th. And the number 69 of Raymond Johnson in the number 5 position now. Four laps completed and coming up on lap number 5 now, and that will give us 25 to go as the race leaders move out of turn number 4. Here's Roger Vincent in the number 16 now in 4th spot. He'll look to the outside of Doug Gregg in 33 and follow him through the intersection as they head for turn number 3. Single file formation now as they come up now with 23 laps remaining. Still just about anybody's race, but Charles Coles has opened up about a 10-car length advantage over Eddie Van Meter in the number 23 as they move back into turns 1 and 2. Here's Doug Gregg now in the number 33, moving up to the outside of Eddie Van Meter. Roger Vincent in the number 16 there at 4th. And the 69 of Raymond Johnson there in the number 5 spot. Battle for 4th, and it's Raymond Johnson in the number 69. Moves up side by side with Roger Vincent to battle for the number 4 spot as they race over to turn number 4. Battle battle for second now, as the Eddie Van Meter in the 23 and Doug Gregg square off nearly side by side that time out of turn number 2. And now they move down into turns 3 and 4. 19 laps remaining. Charles Coles with the lead, and he keeps it at about a half straightaway now over Eddie Van Meter. That is the interval between first and second. Here's Raymond Johnson. He'll pull up to the outside of Doug Gregg. Meanwhile, Roger Vincent gets underneath him, and they have a battle going. Oh, and there's problems on the number 16. Sparks from underneath the undercarriage of the number 16 rocket Roger Vincent. And I tell you what, kind of resembles a rocket here tonight with all those sparks underneath, but unfortunately that's bad news there, as he has a part of the undercarriage dragging on the car. Roger Vincent in the number 16 with a problem on the car, and the Rocket Man has turned into a sparkler here tonight. Okay, meanwhile, Raymond Johnson in 69, he pulls off at fourth spot. He's obviously had a problem with the car. Raymond Johnson in car number 69, and there will not be a repeat winner on the opening night for the Outlaw Figure Eights. Johnson, a winner a year ago on opening night for the Outlaw Figure Eight Series, heads to the pit area. It's still Charles Coles in the number 71 now with 14 laps remaining, as he and Bobby Dowdett in car number 21 get close together that time at the intersection. Coming up on 13 to go. Mike St. John in the number 12 now in the number 4 position now after Raymond Johnson headed to the pit area. St. John now moves up into the number 4 position. Roger Vincent still in the number 5 spot. The laps winding down in the Field Preferred Meats Outlaw Figure 8 Series presented by Value Mart here this evening at Louisville Speedway. As Charles Coles out of Indianapolis, Indiana has increased his lead now by a full straightaway over Eddie Van Meter in car number 23 at second position. Doug Gregg currently runs at third, Mike St. John at fourth, and then rounding out the top 5, Rocket Roger Vincent in car number 16. Charles Coles again with about a full straightaway advantage continues to lead now as we are down and coming up on 8 laps to go. Charles Coles trying to become the first feature winner of the 1997 racing season in the Field Preferred Meats Outlaw Figure 8 Series here tonight at Louisville Speedway. Doug Gregg in car number 33 now continues to battle Eddie Van Meter for the number 2 spot as they move through the intersection. Here comes Doug Gregg up to the outside now for second position, trying to find his way around Eddie Van Meter as they move through the intersection. The 2 cars touch just a bit, and then they move down into turns 3 and 4. And again, that battle for second place has subsided down to a single file line once again as Doug Gregg Just a couple of laps ago, challenged Eddie Van Meter for that number 2 position. Mike St. John continues to run fourth. Roger Vincent at 5th. And then going 6th, it's Rich Fenwick, followed by Dwayne Lee, then Larry Harmon, and then it's the number 94, Fred Bear Jr. Also in the lineup here tonight, James Taylor in the number 21, Bobby Dowdett in car number 21, and Jerry Brown in car number 44. Charles Coles trying to go wire to wire here tonight in the 30-lap main event. Out of turn number 4 now, showing 2 laps to go. Press box. Yes. Got magic. Okay. Oh. Okay. White flag out, 1 to go as Charles Coles moves through the intersection. The number 71 moves down into turns 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, he'll take the victory here tonight in the Field Preferred Meats Outlaw Figure 8 Series, race number 1 of the 1997 racing season. Eddie Van Meter across the line at 2nd. Doug Gregg finishes up at 3rd, finishing 4th. Roger Vincent in the number 16, followed by Mike St. John.